So means he will understand, okay, you are using for the open source tool means you are not buying any tool. Then why you need for the 4.5 millions? Will give for the only 1 million. Then what will happen? Company will losing for the like 3.5 millions amount will be loss. So, but company it is showing for that we are using for the load runner. You are giving 4.5 only. We need to buy the license. Okay, we need for the some 7 or 8 millions they will ask because they have the rights, because we are using for the load runner. In that tool point of view, we need for the like resource also, more resource will need. So they will show for the some things and they will get for the good budget. So that is why maximum all companies using for the load runner. It's clear?
Clear.
Yeah, so for our point of view, because same to the some small companies will be there, they don't have budget. Then what will happen means they will go with the JMeter and they also do for the performance testing and they will also give for the results. So means very small companies using for the JMeter. So that is point of view. In our training, I will give for the load runner and JMeter, both I will give, because maybe if you get for the small company also, you need to like JMeter no means that is good, because you are good for the these two tools in the performance testing point of view, you are good. So going to the load runner. So once we can install the software, we are able to see the three components. What are they means virtual user generator and controller analyzer. Means once you can install the software, you are able to see these three. What is that? Virtual user generator and controller and analysis. So you can observe here, we have the total 5 components in load runner. What are there means virtual user generator, controller, agent process, load generator, and analyzer. So virtual user generator, nothing but, so we can record the any one of the business flow. We can use for the recording point of view and generate for the script statement point of view. We can use for the virtual user generator. So business flow, nothing but, for example, we have the one application will be there. So what is that means? Launch, login, some add to cart, and payment logout. This is the business flow. This business flow you need to record means using for the virtual user generator. So for example, we can see any one of the real-time application also. So some pest store application, this is the business flow. So pest store application, what will happen? You need to book the any pet means you need to use for this pet store, because we have the different type of pets will be there. So our aim will be to book the pet, any one of pet. For example, after that, what first thing you are launch the application, launch nothing but you are open the URL, and after that sign in, you need to do for the sign in. So just business flow I'm showing. So J to W and J to W. Click on login button. So you can observe login is successfully completed. After login, you need to click for the any one of the pet, because you want to order pet means you can select any one of the pet and you can order. You can select for the anything is a fish. You can select for the fish, and after that fish, we have the different type of products will be there. Fish, you can select for the any one of the product type, and after that you need to add to cart, because I want for this fish, you can add to cart. And you can give for the quantity like 1 or 2 you can give, and after that click on proceed to checkout. So these are the payment details. You can select for the MasterCard or Visa card, and you can give for the credit card number and expiry date of the credit card and first name, last name, and address details, zip details, all things you need to provide here. And after that, what you can do, just click for the continue button. See, your order details, this all will billing address, this is the shopping address, then this both will be fine, then you can click on confirm button. So you can observe, thank you, your order has been submitted successfully, means you are booked the one pet. So this is the business flow. This business flow we can record using for the virtual user generator. So not only this business flow, just example only, you can record any business flow like Flipkart or Amazon or any flight booking application, any application, that is the business flow. So that business flow, how to we can record means using for the virtual user generator, we can record, and after that it will generate the script statement. So when you are recording or logging, right, you are logging with a single user or multiple?
Single user.
Single user. But what is our performance testing main aim? We want to test with the multiple users, right?
Yes.
So multiple users means we can use for the using for the controller. So controller nothing but we can design the scenario and execute with the multiple user point of view. We can use for the controller. So means you record the script. That script you need to push into the controller. In the controller, how many users you want? 1,000 or 10,000 or 1 lakh? You need to design here and just click on for the execution. So assume you are executed 1,000 users. So 1,000 users here, you are executed 1,000 users. This is the your scenario. So what will happen means after execution is completed, you need to analyze the results. Like each and every transaction, we can call it as a launch is one transaction, login is one transaction, add to card is one transaction, payment is one transaction, logout is one transaction. Our main as a performance testing, what is the main measurement means each and every transaction, what is the average response time of the number of users. For example, you are executed 1,000 users. So 1,000 users launch is the what is the average response time happen, and login how much response time happen for the login, and add to card how much happen, and payment is how much happen. So each and every transaction you need to check for the what is the average response time of the each and every transaction. So each and every transaction, actually client is giving that 2 seconds is the each and every transaction is given for the 2 seconds. So you need to check with the like any one of the transaction you are not meeting for the these 2 seconds or not. You can observe any one of the transactions it is more than 2 seconds. Yes or no?
Payment.
No.
Payment is.
Yes, payment is a 4.4. Means actually client is what is the is asked 2 seconds, but we are getting for the 4.5. Then client will accept?
No.
No, right? Because my expected time will be 2 seconds, but you are getting for the 4.5. But I am not accept for these results. Then what we can
Yes.
do? We need to analyze the results. Like this 4.4 seconds, why it is happen? What is the issue? We can call it as in a performance testing language bottleneck. What is the bottleneck? Issue or issue or error? We can call it as actually terminology for a performance testing point of bottleneck. Bottleneck is nothing but we have the different things, like one is for the CPU and memory. So for example, we can assume we are doing for the like application we are open and we are logging, we are doing for some user, it is take some CPU memory utilization or not. Yes or no? So for example,
Yes.
we'll open this, we have the task manager, right? I will open this. You can assume in our like in my system, water is running, everything it is showing, Zoom meeting and Windows
Yes.
Explorer and views and task manager, everything. You can observe your this side, this Zoom is occupying for the 22% of the CPU and memory it is taking from the 45% overall. For this is taking for the 1.59 MB. Means what will happen? Each and every application, how it is occupying for the CPU. When you are executing the test, 1,000 user point of view, some CPU memory also it is need. So 1,000 user point of view, the CPU memory is so 80% is up to 80% is fine. Up to 80% is fine. So up to 80% is fine. If it is more than that, you are executed 1,000 users, you are observed that 85% is. So means we are not more than our average. So that is why what will happen? Because of this high CPU and memory utilization, our transaction response time will be high. We can conclude and will give for that. Okay, so 85% is occupying means if you don't have CPU memory, then what will happen? Your response time will be increased. Response time nothing but this is the payment average response time. It is the increase for the 4.4. So that is why we need to check for the first thing CPU memory is what is the response time. For example, you can go here. Again, you can observe total CPU utilization, how much it is showing for my system right now. 13 or 14. Memory it is consumed for the 45%. So means it is not crossing. If it is 80% or 90% it will be there. Maybe I can download for some file. Then it is showing for the error. Why? Because you don't have sufficient memory. Same thing here also it is happen. When you are executing the test, the particular transaction, it is taking high response time because you don't have memory. As a user executing the test, you don't have memory. Then it is crossing for the more than 85%. So you are find the issue 85%. Then after that, what we can do means we are not fix any issue. We have the particular configuration team will be there. So we need to recommend it to them. We are executed with the 1000 users. We are observed CPU memory is crossing more than 85%. Could you please increase for the CPU memory utilization? So then what will happen? Actually, the CPU memory you can observe here. My actually CPU will be total will be memory 4. Total 8 GB. CPU will be like 4 GB. So it is crossing for the, this is the 85%, this is also 90% crossing. Then what will happen? We need to increase the memory.
They will increase the size.
8 GB to 10 GB or 11 GB. But we are not increase. One thing you can unit important. So you are not resolved any issue. Only you need to identify the issue. Okay, you are identify the issue like CPU memory is crossing more than that. Then you need to recommend it to the particular team. Could you please increase for the CPU memory utilization? Then they will increase for the CPU memory utilization. Then again, you can do for the 1000 user point of view, again this test. Then you got for the some 0.4. Now is client will accept our results. Yes, right?
Yes.
Because we are meeting for the our SLA. So client will accept or not?
Compulsory accepted.
So if our results will be good, then what we can do? Just we need to send these results to client. So how do we can send? Just we are executed with 1000 users. So 1 hour duration. We are observed that all transactions are we are meeting for the SLA. SLA nothing but service level agreement. Means client you are giving for the 2 seconds. That is we can call it as a SLA. So you need to mention that each and every transaction we are meeting the SLA. Could you please find the below results? You can send these results. So this results is good. Your project work will be done. It's clear?
Sir, one more time, please explain.
So your like results will be these results you send for the client. Okay.
Yeah.
Client will look these results. Okay, this result will be good. Then the application will be going to the live. Live nothing but everyone will be as a user. For example, you are using Facebook application. After test the application, come to the from our end. So same too, after your results will be good, then the application will go to the live and as a user using that. Because if your results will be good, then fine for the your results. Clear?
Yeah, sir.
That is the like we can do for the controller is multiple user point of view. Analyzer is the we can analyze the results like each and every transaction response time we are meeting or not. You can analyze the using for the one more component is a analyzer. So we have the one more component agent process. What is the agent process means? Some connection will be need from the controller to load generator. How it is happen means using for the as the interface agent process, it will be what is the agent process means? It is interface between controller and load generator. And load generator nothing but it will be generate the load against the application. So I told right CPU memory utilization, these all things right. They are giving for some like one system, they are assigned for the CPU memory for this load generator. So when you are executing that system, how much CPU utilization, memory utilization happen, you need to observe in the CPU memory point of view. That all things we need to compare from the load generator. So that is why, what is the load generator? Nothing but it will be generate the load against the application. So using these 5 components, we can do for our end-to-end testing. So simply I will give for the simple thing, you are recorded one business flow, any business flow, flight booking or e-commerce application, any application you are recorded. That script you can push into the controller. Controller, what we can do? We can design scenario, execute with the multiple users. Your execution is completed. Then final will be analyzer. You need to analyze the results, like launch is how much response time happened, and login is how much response time happened, and add to cart and payment logout. Each and every transaction, as per our SLA, we are meeting or not, you need to check. We are meet, then we can send this report to the client. Then your job will be done. This is the end-to-end testing you need to do for the as a performance test engineer. It's clear?
Yes, sir. Clear, sir.
Yes.
So now we'll go to the load runner architecture. So we have the load runner will be, we have the architecture will be there. I will show for that load runner architecture. So load runner, we have the architecture because we know for the what are the arguments in the load runner. What are there? Virtual user generator,
Controller,
analyzer,
analyzer.
AP nothing but agent process, LG nothing but load generator. So what will happen means, we use and just we can script record, right? After that, these scripts all we can push into the controller. Controller, when you are executing for the multiple users, the request you are sending, for example, we are logging to the application. For example, we are open, right? Okay. This is the application. You are just enter for the username and password. So you are click for the login button. After click this, right, what will happen means, this will be what will happen means, as a controller to the request will be going to the load generator. Load generator with whom is agent process, because this is the connection is how it is happening means using for the agent process. We have the multiple load generators will be there. So because we are executing here multiple requests, right? Not only single user. So at a time login is happen for the multiple users. Then what will happen? Some request will be going to the this LG, some request will going to this, some request will going to the this. Then this request, this LG also it will send to the web server, and web server it will send to the app server, and app server it will send to the DB server. In the DB server, it will fetch the details like J2W, it will be there. Then in the DB server, it will be there. Then it will send the response. Okay, go to the next page. Just you can click this. It is going next page or not. It went all right. So means you are sending the request, and after that you are getting for the response like DB to app, app to web, web to LG, LG to controller. So we are sending the request and we are getting the response. This round trip of request and response, we can call it as a response time.
Sir, multiple load generator is there, sir, for every application.
See, because you are hitting for the multiple, right? So we have the multiple load generators also need. Single load generator, it is not sufficient for the multiple user point of view. So we have the multiple load generators will be there. Some request will be going to the this, some request will go into this, some request will go into this. Again, this all request also it will go into the web server finally.
Okay.
Web server to app, app to DB, and DB it will check the data and send the response. Okay, go to the next page. Maybe you can assume sometime we are entering for the username password. You can assume here I will show for the real time, that is also. So sign in. I'm giving for the some different username password. You are click this. Immediately you got invalid username password. This is also response only.
Okay.
But invalid response. because if you go the next page only valid response, but you are getting for the invalid username password. This is also same thing is happen. It is going to the LG app server, DB server. DB server, it is fetching the data. It is not there. It will not there. Finally, it will send. So this round trip of request and response, we can call it as a response time. We are told, right? So each and every transaction response time, how it is calculated means like this. That is the response time. Clear?
Clear, sir.
So next we'll go to the, we have the performance testing life cycle will be there. So performance testing you want to do means you need to start with the some process you need to follow. So before going to the first point, you can observe here onwards, you guys will be know. Script recording and announcements where we can do.
Script recording
Announcements where we can do.
virtual user generator.
Yes, means you are recording the script and doing for the virtual user generator. Design
Yes.
scenario and test execution where we can do.
Controller.
Controller. And after that, result analysis and reporting recommendations and risk and mitigations where we can see. Analyze.
Control. Analyze.
Analyze. So results analysis means each and every transaction response time we are getting or not. Reporting recommendation means after results will be good, you are sending to the report, and if you have any recommendation, you need to provide the recommendations. And final will be risk and mitigations. Risk and mitigations, when it is happen, maybe you are analyze the results, you are not meeting for the response time. Then what is the issue you need to identify? That is come to the risk and mitigation. So 5 to 10 points, you know. Yes, right? So going to the here, POC. First point will be POC. What is the POC? Nothing but proof of concept. Actually, it is a very new project. Client also don't know anything. Which tool we need to use? Like it is load runner or JMeter or Neoload. Which tool we need to use? You don't know. So as a performance tester, you only do for this proof of concept. Like which tool we need to use, and how many hours finish this project, and how much load, everything we need to design here. So what are the things we can do for the POC means we should understand the first business flow. Business flow nothing but, for example, here what are the steps I want to do, I know that is my business flow, but you don't know this thing, just I given this URL, then you need to do all the steps. Means if you're recording also, before recording, you should understand this business flow. Okay, we can launch. After that, click for the any one of the pet. And after that, we need to click for the any of the product. And after that, you can click on add to cart. And we need to proceed to checkout. So these all steps will be how we know is before doing that, you should understand the business flow. Okay, I want to record this script means before that, just open for the URL like this. You can understand the application. Because when you are recording, right, you come to the back, these things will be not good, because some like it is recorded will be not good because it is generated for the junk data. So while recording the script, don't click for the back, or for example, you need to click for the proceed checkout, but you don't know for the steps, you click for this. So that is correct one? No, right? So that is why what steps I want to do is a very important for the performance testing point of view. So that is why you should understand the business flow. Okay, I want to for the login. I want to do for the after login, click for the pet. And after that, I want to select for the any workup product ID. After that, add to cart and proceed to checkout. And after that, confirm and pet is booked, confirm. And after that, log out. So these steps will be in your mind when you are recording the script. If you don't have, you need to keep, we have some documents also will be there. Like you need to write for the steps, launch URL, login, and after that this you will get for that document also. Based on that document also, you need to first will be manually, you need to validate. And after that, you can do for your things. Okay. So now we are in POC, right?
Hello.
So yeah.
So this is the business application, like Flipkart. You show
Yeah,
the
any
application.
application. See, we have the applications, web applications. What are the things will be there? E-commerce. E-commerce, nothing but
Yes, sir.
Amazon, Flipkart, whatever may be. E-commerce.
Yes, sir.
And go to the banking sector, banking applications, insurance applications, healthcare domain applications. Okay, social site applications like Facebook and Twitter and this all also. So each and every application also is a we can test means these all will be different applications. Yes, please.
Hmm.
You are getting some
Yes,
doubt.
sir.
Yes, please.
No, no, sir. Actually, this is the e-commerce application. B2B application. What is the B2B application? Business to
That
business.
business. This is the only business. Your business. This
Okay.
Flipkart means that is the business. What is that? You need to select the product, add to cart payment. That is the business. Means each application will be business only.
Yes, sir. Social media applications is not a Facebook, Instagram. What is the application, sir?
That is also
Like
business only, right? Any application, it is business only.
okay.
So because you are like sign upping and after that you are logging and after that you are doing transactions, right? Someone will be CEO is there, right? He
Yes,
will
sir.
get
Yes,
for
sir.
the some income. He will get for the some
Yes.
income. He
Yes,
will
sir.
getting for the some earnings means that is the business.
Okay.
So any application will be must be we can call it as a business only. Okay.
Hmm.
So POC nothing but what things we can do means we should understand the application architecture and we should understand the business flow and we should understand the which tool is suitable for this application. Like it is a web application or any other application you need to understand. And you want to record the simple business scenario. Any one of the simple business scenario you can record using for the load runner or JMeter, which tool you are expecting. Just record that and after that execute with the minimal users like 5 to 10 users. Then what are the results you get, right? That results you can send to the client. Then client should understand using for this tool, like as a, for example, you are using only load runner only. Using the load runner tool, okay, results we are getting good. Then you can start for the your performance testing. That all things we can do in the POC. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So next point will be like NFR, non-functional requirements. Non-functional requirements, nothing but so we need to do for the performance testing means we need to gather from the some details. That what are there means critical business transactions, average response time, peak hours, off-peak hours, and which pages are mostly users access. Apart from this, we have to gather from the CPU memory utilization. So CBT means critical business transactions. As a performance test engineer, we don't test for the each and every point. You can assume in this application, we have the lot of things will be there, but we are not test all things. Just we are signing and we are signing. If you click for the my account also, you can do it, but that is not our business, right? So means this is the my critical business on transactions means I want book the miss. I click for the pet and after that product. So what are the critical business transactions? We need to ask for the client in our application. What are the critical business transactions? We need to gather from the client and average response time. Like each and every critical business transaction, what is the average response time? Like what is the SLA? You need to ask. What is the peak hours of the your application? Peak hours nothing but most users accessing for the particular hours. Like Facebook will be there. Morning hours will be very less load. That is the off peak hours. So after evening is a very number of user access. That is the peak hours. And SMT we need to ask for the CPU. What is the CPU? What is the memory utilization also? So these all details we can gather from the client. We can discuss for the next class for the remaining. Okay. Up to that is fine, right? I will share the document. Go through that. This all points will be there. What I will discuss, everything will be there. You can go through that and understand. If you have any doubts, you can call me. Okay. Thank you for joining. We'll meet for tomorrow also same time. We'll continue our classes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye everyone.
Bye. Thank you.